Do your best.
Michael's only done it a few times. Okay, yeah, here.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you guys? All right, we'll go ahead and get started here. I know people are, especially on a Thursday. Good morning. I want to start by thanking all of you for being here today, especially on a Thursday, as we introduce our new women's basketball coach, Ryan Sullivan. As we wrap up this academic and athletic year, I do want to say thank you for the continued support of our campus, our students, student athletes, and programs. You all make, and I'm talking to those that are watching online as well, you all make this place so special, unique, and show like Bulldog fans, friends, alumni, and employees are truly the best, so thank you. Before we begin, I do want to say some thank yous to some key people that helped throughout this process. Chancellor Mike Reed for his continued support for our student athletes in our athletic department, Roxanne England, Jamie Ochoa, to my search committee, Kevin England, Zach McCarthy, Phil Willett, Dr. Esky Aiken, Pat Jensen, Lindsey Branch, and I do want to say a special thank you to 4-month-old Abby Branch. She's already sat through interviews, so we're counting that resume for the future, so thank you to Abby Branch. I do want to say thank you to my family, my wife Jamie, Carter and Braxton. This process is a long one, and there were a lot of dinners, phone calls that had to be taken, and a lot of stress, and a lot of Michael is going to be fine, just go to sleep. So thank you very much. Last but surely not least, and a lot of them are here today, the current team. You all gave me your trust, you had patience with me, and I am truly, truly honored to be and hopeful that you all are going to succeed and continue to succeed, but you all are impressive individuals, so thank you. As we welcome Coach back to our family, I do want to welcome his family, including his fiancee Danny. And during the process of changing jobs, moving, recruiting, and rebuilding a program, Coach is also getting married the first week of July. So if we're adding more stress, he's done that to himself. So no, Danny could not join us today as she is starting her bachelorette party weekend. So we think she's watching. So Danny, welcome. Throughout this process, it was very, very clear how much she meant to Coach Sullivan, and we look forward to having her join us. You'll get to hear from Coach Sullivan and see why we're so excited to have him join us. Before that, I wanted to talk a little bit about the process. Thank you to the countless players, the history, tradition, and success of the women's basketball program here at Montana Western. We had over 67 applications submitted, and I had over a dozen phone calls for this position, which each of them lasted close to an hour. And my family can tell you, I am not a phone person, so that took some time. But those were from individuals and coaches throughout this country. There were some qualities that were very important to us throughout this process. We wanted someone that would be relentless in building relationships, passionate, humble, hardworking, embrace the city of Dillon, and is committed to building championship programs on the court and building leaders off the court. It's no secret that Coach Sullivan comes from a deep and talented coaching family. One of the first things he mentioned throughout this process was how fortunate he was, how much he cared for his family, and how much he learned from them. but he made it very clear to Lindsay and I in our first phone call. He wanted to blaze his own path and earn his way up in the coaching ranks. He took over a team in Sheridan, Wyoming that prior to his arrival had won 5 games in just 2 years. And in his 5 years, they made back-to-back trips to the state title game, winning it once. That's one way to blaze your own path. He has shown the ability to build culture and is committed to developing people, not just players. The ladies that have played for him have grown and flourished under his leadership. Coach Sullivan displayed these abilities as we were wrapping up this process. This was evident as he agreed to be our coach on a late Friday afternoon, but was adamant it stayed between us until he could tell his team the following Monday and make sure that they were taken care of before we made the announcement. That spoke volumes. Although, Coach, I do have to say I appreciate it, but you know how hard it is to keep a secret from Kevin England. Sorry, Kevin. I want to read something that one of his former players said at Sheridan, Wyoming. For me personally, his impact went beyond basketball. He pushed me in ways I hadn't been pushed before, physically, mentally, and emotionally, as both a player and a leader. What he may not have realized at the time was that basketball was my escape from everything I had going on at home. And his coaching gave me something to focus on, something to pour my energy into when I needed it the most. Now as an adult, I see how those lessons have stuck with me. The discipline, the resilience, and the mindset he instilled in me have carried over into every part of my life. Whether it's handling adversity, staying composed under pressure, or leading with confidence. Looking back, that season wasn't just about turning a team around. It was proof that with the right leadership, the right mindset, and the right culture, everything can change. Ryan Sullivan doesn't just build winning teams. He builds strong, disciplined players who grow into better teammates, leaders, and people. Any player under his mentorship is incredibly fortunate and will come out better, not just on the court, but in life. He is a man of integrity, a tireless worker, and a relationship builder. He knows how to build championship programs on the court and shape the leaders off of it. We couldn't be more excited to welcome him home as our next head women's basketball coach. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm bulldog welcome to Coach Ryan Sullivan.
Awesome. All right, Mike, you're up. Let's go. I just want to start today by saying thanks to everybody that was involved in the process, from the admin, hanging out with a chance to read for about an hour, felt like an hour-ish, is that fair to say, chance to read. Michael and the team that he put together, the university as a whole, just being flexible with me in this transition process to be able to finish on my contract in Sheridan while I jump on board and try and do a great job here for the University of Montana Western. The hiring committee, that was a long day, so thank you guys, Pat and Zach and Kevin and Phil, and Lindsay and Esty, and Kevin especially for helping us out with the HDMI debacle. Couldn't get the presentation on the board, and Kevin tried every single outlet in the room and eventually figured it out, so that was awesome. Boosters and alumni that I've not met yet, look forward to meeting you guys, and thanks for all you do for us. Every student athlete on campus, every student on campus, every coach on campus. One thing that's really unique about Montana Western is that there's a family feel to this place. It's hard to get lost. That's something that Esty said in our interview process. It's really hard to get lost here. You can't get lost here, and that's because of the support the community pours into this university and the people that they help develop here. I want to thank my friends, my family as well for kind of pushing me to this. Coaching's a hard gig, and you want to, you know, as a lot of you know that do this, and athletes, you guys know this as well. It's going to betray you every once in a while, and to have that support that you can have from your family and your friends, and the love that they give you, regardless if you lose or you win or whatever it is, like you got to have that, and I can't help but feel like I am who I am, and I do the job that I do because I've got the support of them. I want to thank the girls. You guys are awesome. Even right now, because that's fine. It's ruined it. No, just joking. You guys, you know, part of my interview process was I had to go pitch the vision that I had for this program to the women that are in this program currently, and I didn't feel I felt the most at home in the interview process with you guys. So, very thankful that you guys have embraced me. It's very evident that you guys are eager to do this, and that's half the battle, so thank you. I want to thank Danny. We'll get to that in a second, though. I'm not going to change your world today, and you know, I'm not going to hit you with a bunch of buzzwords. I was talking to Pat yesterday about this. Pat didn't have to do a press conference either, by the way, so he's going to do one after me today, I think. Fire him up here and get him going. No, he was just like, you know, just go out there and say a bunch of buzzwords and go win the press conference. I don't want to do any of that, you know? It's exactly the opposite of what I want to do. So I'm going to avoid the buzzwords today, and I want to, you know, I don't want to do the culture and the discipline. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk just about the opportunity that we have. There were, you know, I've had opportunities to leave Sheridan for a couple summers now, and going, you know, after this last season, really felt like I'd be back in Sheridan, really felt like I'd be back in that role. Wasn't really looking for anything. I was pretty active in looking the last couple years though. I just felt like there was something else out there I wanted to try and I wanted to go do and see if I could find success in it. This year, that wasn't the case. I kind of fell into this opportunity on accident. But I believe that every opportunity that I turned away up until this point has led me to this opportunity. Sheridan holds a very special place in my heart. I'm very thankful for it. The kids that I got to coach, the community that I have there, this is the right opportunity for me. To leave that place and come here, it's the right move. I got to Whitehall on Tuesday. I left Tuesday morning really early to get here because we had a recruit on campus, and got to Whitehall and I called Danny, who's my fiance, and I said, man, like it's starting to set in a little bit. I'm going to be away from you for about a year, and it's going to be a challenge. And I just like, do I turn around? Like, what do I do? Like, do I got to call Michael and let him know, like, I can't do this? And Danny's like, this is something you've been working towards. You'd be an idiot not to go. And to have that support from her, to be able to do this I couldn't do it without her. So, I believe that this is the opportunity that I'm meant to attempt, and I'm going to pour my heart into it. Western means something to me, and if you're a Western person, you get it. And it's not for everybody, and it shouldn't be. But it's for me, and it's for Danny, and it's for Michael, and it's for Pat, and it's for like the people that are here. This is the right place for them. And I'm excited by the opportunity. I'm fired up to be able to do this with the people that I'm able to do this with, and we're going to do all we can to get back to a spot that we all want to be. So if you guys have any questions, I'll answer those. If not, go Dogs.
I'll get him out here. Okay. Awesome.
Good? Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Go Dogs.